QuickTime. What? Okay. It's an MPEG 4 file. Play it. Anybody know what files play on a Mac? Does a Mac not know how to play an MPEG 4 file?
Should. I would assume it.
The VLC just keeps dying.
It defaults to something else. MOV.
Right now, this is a terminal.
Sure.
A place where you can do something like that. Okay. So you run a program.
The next thing I think we want to try, if we're done with OpenCV for now, is in JPEG Streamer. You talked about that demo that I had run before.
Yes, we definitely want to see that. I have one more question regarding just capturing an image. I swapped cameras and now I'm using the Logitech.
Yep.
Okay, and when I did the same commands, now I'm on video capture 2, channel 2 instead of channel 0. And then when I run capture read, it says corrupt JPEG data, 2 extraneous bytes before marker 0.
You can ignore that. It's safe to ignore.
Well, so
it's a known bug in OpenCV related to video for Linux. I've read the explanation for it once, but it's harmless.
Okay, so now I just need to save it to the frame.
You just realized it? I mean, I realized it before, but I just remembered it goes through that way.
See why I'm want to download this video. Under, we mentioned a bunch. Talked a lot about the scripts. There's also some under op scripts. There is a tools software directory and MJPEG Streamer. Here I have. What I did was a configuration that started MJPEG Streamer based on when a camera was inserted. So I talked a little bit earlier about UDEV rules. Maybe we'll hold off on this until we're all.
Do you guys have any more questions about OpenCV2? Okay.
All right, because we're going to cover MJPEG Streamer real fast. So it's another utility. This one is pretty handy for debug someone because it's just an application that you can run to know what your camera's seeing, right? And stream it directly over a web interface. I have an install script here that uses UDEV rules. You don't necessarily have to do this, right? You can just kind of look at this documentation and try to just kind of and just run the daemon. manually, but just know that here, this service file, if you ran this install shell script, what would happen is whenever you plug in a USB camera that matches the rules, it would decide, okay, I'm going to run MJPEG Streamer, which would prevent you from doing your OpenCV capture. That's what I'm trying to point out, right? So we're gonna run this manually. I'm essentially just gonna, I believe MJPEG Streamer is already installed. It is. So we're just going to copy and paste this command. And lo and behold, it just works. This, that TCP port is important. When I want to go 192.168.7.2 and that port 8090. Right, I'm doing it over USB. You can do it however you're connecting up to the IDE. This is the web server being served up by the Beagle, showing him JPEG Streamer. I can click Stream. I now
Very fast.
see you all nice and quickly.
Wow.
This is a fisheye lens that we're using to try to get the best vision for driving on a, for driving on the road, so we can see stuff nice and wide. This is a 170-degree camera.
Wow.
So I'm like, my hand starts showing up. Let's see it.
Right there.
I thought it was 170.
Yeah, maybe it's not quite that way.
That didn't look like 170 degrees. Maybe at the very tip top. Anyway, that's super helpful. One thing that I find also super helpful is the fact that you don't have to view the thing in the HTML page. You can just do that. Oh, that's what you're. So that's the stream without the frame around it, right? It was an embedded frame around this. Was that what you were gonna point out?
He has a little experience that he doesn't know about.
Well, I went to Mexico for a trip and we did this in order to like, communicate. Like I was controlling his scuttle in Texas while in Mexico.
Okay, so how do I repeat what you did?
So I went to the opt scripts tools software MJPEG Streamer directory. I could just paste the command. We'll just do it that way. I was trying to show you where to find it.
Okay.
But this is the magic command. You have to tell it that it's using a UVC camera input, and you have to tell it that it's outputting to an HTTP. So that's the kind of ugly part of this. Oh, and you have to tell it where to find the files that it uses for serving up that web page. Because you can change that web page that it shows when it starts up. So we've got the files on here. So that is the magic command line right there. If that process is running, then this is good. Right now that's dead. Start the process again. And that's alive. Now what I wish is there was a really nice way to annotate and modify this. There are ways of working on this stream. I do not know them. Right? If you were to do OpenCV directly on this stream, that would seem ideal.
Yeah. So there's kind of 3 lines here. Is that all one command? Video, user lib, streamer output.
It's all one
Yeah,
command
that's
block.
one, just one.
So there's 3 really long arguments that have full tabs.
Just
One is the input,
Just type this.
which is input UVC. That's telling it what driver input. Like MJPEG Streamer has its own pluggable modules. So one of the modules it has is a input module, which maybe that's the place where we could plug into it if we actually develop nice software for it.
That's already done.
Okay.
You just open.
So there's an input stream
Open this.
for the camera, so it's input UVC.so. There's an output stream, which is to HTTP, and there is the -W, which is the stuff that's served up as HTTP files in the home folder.
Mine wasn't happy. It said error opening VL4 interface.
Issue does.
Yeah.
And it should be here. Yes, here is specified the port. And this command you also specify which port you want.
Go to the web, the Google Drive. Then you'll find.
You got an error up.
So this is yeah. Oh yeah. Stream data. Stream images to a web page. River opening VL. Oh.
Do you still have your Python script running?
No, I quit that. I'll try in a new command.
Well, make sure you killed the. You have to make sure you've killed it.
But I'm thinking it was searching for video 0, and I have video 2 now with this. Yeah, so it says using MPEG streamer version 2, using V4 L2 device /dev/video 0, and I need to change that to video 2, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know how.
-D/dev video 1. So
That needs to be among my.
let me shorten up this example a little bit. So there's a little bit shorter version of that whole thing. So you just need to change now in this new version. You just need to change. Oh, somebody's already. Yeah. Well, you just need to change the video 0 to be whatever your video is. When you start up again next time, it'll be video 0.
Always has migrated to 3 and 4 for some reason, although it was 1 and 2.
You had a power glitch at one point.
Yeah, they were probably the Beaglebone off just this week.
Yeah, so the camera probably shut off and then back on.
Yeah. I've used MPEG streamer before on Beaglebone, and when I first did that, I used it over. I was accessing the web page video stream over Wi-Fi, and the quality was just like really bad. To the point that I actually thought it was the Beaglebone's fault, where it was, I thought, okay, I guess the Beaglebone's just not powerful enough. It's not processing fast enough.
Sure.
But it seems to be that actually, it obviously does it fine, and Wi-Fi is the issue. So, and I found that out, and I tried it out at home, and it worked great with the Wi-Fi logs. So.
Okay. So if you don't have enough bandwidth on the Wi-Fi network, it will not work well.
Yeah. And that might be some. A bunch of things.
Everybody, most of you are doing the streaming over the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.